It's Hugo and Jake, they're coming to take a look at the Quran. So make no mistake, it's gonna be great, delivering more than comedy, that's what they wanna be. But honestly, it's fact from fiction, leaving lasting hits. When Hugo and Jake take faith and illustrate contradictions, create apostates to be great. Atheists make people who believe see the world in a different way. What's on the episode today? Take it away, Hugo and Jake. Loving the way they're splitting the fact from the fake, attempting to make those who hold faith reevaluate and wake up. But they just stay stuck and haters wait and stay in place, no time to waste. The Quran reloaded with Hugo and Jake.
Hello everyone, I'm Hugo.
And I'm Jake, and I'm fueled on avocado toast today. Fueled!
And this is the Quran Reloaded. Welcome back. We're here to read more of the Quran. We may finish the 6th surah today about livestock. I say that tenuously.
We are in range.
We are within range.
It just depends on the tangents. This is not helping.
No.
We should just crunch it through. No tangents, no jokes, very serious.
Well, then they could just read it.
Oh yeah. You don't want to do that anyway. You like audiobooks. Those are things.
6th surah, verse 134. Here we go. What you are promised is coming, and you cannot thwart it. Say, O my people, work according to your ability, and so will I.
Wait, if God works to his ability, nobody has to work.
No, he's working according to his ability. His ability
is infinite. Nobody would have to ever work as well.
It's like when you're in your 30s and you have a kid, so you don't have to mow the lawn anymore. That's what God did with people.
What age are we putting these kids to work? Because in my head, at 30, I better have a young kid, right?
Okay.
So best case scenario for me, 25, accidentally knocks someone up, decided to make her honest. We cheat on each other. It's no big deal.
Okay.
Very loveless relationship. We don't even talk really. But the kid, only 5, can't put him to work.
Yes, you can. Cindy Brady was using that push mower in the Brady's yard for years, and
that
was
the 60s. It was a different time.
It was also AstroTurf, so very unnecessary, Mike Brady. You
that's just
odd slave master towards your children. And they set aside for God a share of the crops and the livestock he created, and they say, this is for God, according to their claim, and this is for our idols. But the share of their idols does not reach God, yet the share of God reaches their idols. Evil is their judgment. This is talking about, I learned something today about this.
Oh.
Very interesting, and so will you. According to the Islamic source that I read along with this, that has sort of commentary along with it, at the time, there was... in the region, there were the polytheists, obviously, who Muhammad was obviously preaching against. But there were some who would sort of mix and match, who would recognize Allah as creator of the universe and thank you for creating the world, thank you for creating,
But not thank you for the trees.
No,
or not thank you for this
thank
blessing,
you for
or good weather. Or...
Not good weather and stuff, but thank you for the trees, thanks for creating the animals, but my household gods, thank you for bringing me the good fortune. It was sort of an interesting... God created everything. Personal fortune and prayers that give a shit about you. That was to the polytheistic gods. Does that make sense?
This is a message to old-timey Islam in that instead of calling them evil and going beheading them and stuff, just be like, nah, those are Allah's angels. They're the angels, and it was always connected.
You're assuming a level of forethought.
I just a lot of fedora tipping atheists say religion was made to control people.
Yeah.
Aspects of it, not the core of it. I don't think. I don't think Muhammad goes, I'm gonna manipulate the masses. No, I think I think he probably heard something from some guy, and he was the one that ended up saying it to enough people to write it down, because he couldn't. And then, it just happens like that, and it snowballs, and then probably cult of personality a little bit, clearly, and things happen. So yeah, I believe that Muhammad probably believed most of the things he was saying. He was probably not well. That's just how it works. If you're going to manipulate people, do it right. Yeah, do it right. Christianity did a good job, specifically Roman and all that stuff when they folded it in. Forgetting the name, Constantine?
Yes.
Sounds right. Where, Saturnalia and Esther, bringing it all around. That's the way to do it. And now who's in charge? Jesus Christ.
Anyway. Likewise, their idols entice many idolaters to kill their children in order to lead them to their ruin, and confuse them in their religion. Had God willed, they would not have done it, so leave them to their fraud. They had nothing to say about the kid killing.
It doesn't say any... The idea here is that they're trying to reconcile an all-powerful God who could have stopped that. But that ain't him. That's not his M.O.
Sure.
Well, it is!
And they say, these animals and crops are restricted. None may eat them except those we permit. By their claims, and animals whose backs are forbidden, and animals over which they do not pronounce the name of God, fabricating lies against him. He will repay them for what they used to invent. So again, they're saying they have different traditions in what they can and cannot eat. Different from our halal, haram, what is okay to eat system. And yes, I know halal, haram means more than that.
You said
You know what I meant.
Modern day Islam?
Modern day Islam, as opposed, or even
of which we
Islam.
are members.
Of course. They're saying, the way you treat food and you don't speak the word Allah's name over it, that's not okay.
Yeah.
It's different than the way we do things, you're wrong.
Hang it upside down and cut its neck! Which, by the way, did have a practical purpose. Did we talk about this already?
Yes, we did.
Okay. Then never mind. Fuck you.
And they say what lies in the wombs of these animals is exclusively for our males and prohibited to our wives.
Oh.
But if it is stillborn, they can... Yeah.
Martha, you can only have the stillborn meat.
It's
tender for your delicate woman mouth.
They can share in it. He will surely punish them for their allegations. He is the wise and the knowing.
I have never heard that in my life. That must have been abrogated out. There's no way that women only eat stillborn meat.
I think they're talking about their contemporaries who are not Islamic and claiming that that is something.
They say men and women, though. Our men and our women.
No, well, then I don't
I actually don't know. I think that was abrogation, the law, later. Where they're like, yeah, women can have fucking normal meat. Because there's not a lot of stillborn ones.
No, because it says, and they say, they're saying they say what they say. The polytheists.
Oh, yeah, you're probably right. So this is a smear campaign about the polytheists who only give their women stillborn babies.
Stillborn calf meat.
Right, babies.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just veal. Which is a delicacy. Not a terrible gig for the polytheist women.
Lost are those who kill their children foolishly with no basis in knowledge. Wait, is this...
But people who kill their children with basis in knowledge.
You know, for instance, if they disobey Allah.
Yeah, or they're just loud and you want to dunk them in a bathtub for a while. And then hide them in your trunk.
Is that a... Okay. They didn't check her Google Chrome search history. They only checked Internet Explorer.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Is that how she got off?
Yeah. In the actual search history that on the browser she used was
How
how do you hide a body?
She walks among us. Huh. That bitch can get like Auntie Anne's pretzels whenever she wants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's such a...
Like, I killed my kid, now I get all the pretzels! She probably goes to, like, tropical smoothie, gets whatever she wants.
Is killing kids the opposite of thirsty work, where it makes you just want something dry in your mouth?
Yeah, it just...
Why pretzels? Child murder to pretzels. You're all over the place.
Because Auntie Anne's is like, you can't go there with kids. They'll just want all of it. It's delightful. Can't go there with them. Fuck off, kid.
Okay.
You're dead now.
It is he who produces gardens, both cultivated and wild, and date palms and crops of diverse tastes, and olives and pomegranates, similar and dissimilar. Do you think when he was saying that out loud as an orator, he's like, and the pomegranates! And someone was like, the similar ones? Yes, the similar ones! What about the different ones? Those ones too, motherfucker!
And then they cheered.
Yes.
Like when Emilio Estevez won the hockey game.
He's the coach.
He won it.
He can't win it. He was the coach.
He did win it. He gets a win for that in his column.
Okay.
Emilio Estevez is wow, what a good hockey record.
The mighty. He's not a real. The mighty.
Is he in the Hall of Fame for that?
The character from the Mighty Ducks?
Yeah, next to Wayne Gretzky.
No.
And hockey legends that are unknowable.
Wow. You tried.
Do you know any other hockey legends?
Nope.
Keenan Thompson, hockey legend.
2 of the 3 things you've mentioned are Mighty Ducks. All right. And next to that's just a picture of one of the cartoon Mighty Ducks who were actual ducks from that terrible Disney
They shot
comedy.
pucks guns.
Yes, they did.
They had puck guns.
Yes, they did. Oh. Among the livestock are some for transportation, some for clothing. Eat of what God has provided for you, and do not follow the footsteps of Satan. He is to you an outright enemy. 8 pairs, 2 of sheep, 2 of goats. Say, did he forbid the 2 males or the 2 females, or what the wombs of the 2 females contain? Inform me with knowledge if you are truthful.
Inform me with knowledge. That's a phrase I'm going to keep. I'm keeping that.
Okay. And 2 of the camels and 2 of the cattle. Say, did he forbid the 2 males or 2 females? Or what the wombs of the 2 females contain? Were you present when God enjoined this upon you? Who does greater wrong than he who invents lies and attributes them to God in order to mislead people without knowledge? God does not guide the wicked people.
So we can eat camels.
So he's talking about specifically rules that this other group hasn't, for instance, not being able to eat whatever specific things. And he's saying, no, don't do this. Were you there when God said that? Again, not taking any of this skepticism and pointing it inward, all of it outward.
Roasted.
It's just true. Come on, man. Saying, what was revealed to me, I find nothing forbidden to a consumer who eats it, except carrion or spilled blood, or the flesh of swine, because it is impure, or a sinful offering dedicated to other than God. But if someone is if someone is compelled by necessity, without being deliberate or malicious, your Lord is forgiving and merciful.
If you're starving, you can have some bacon.
But I also it's like, in what was revealed to me, nothing is forbidden, except for these 7 things.
Yeah.
You can't, no. These are the things that are forbidden as opposed to those things. They word it in such a way, I assume, because it sort of takes, again, it takes the framing away from, well, why don't you look at your own thing skeptically, and it more is like, no, we're different.
I appreciate that don't eat pigs because it is impure, and they don't go into detail about how it just gives you the coming out of both ends.
Well, that's because that's how, it's impure. What do you mean? It just makes me shit.
Yeah.
What do you think they fucking mean? That's what
of
they
course
mean.
they mean. I'm saying they're being like a little polite about it. If it said, don't eat pigs, they make you poop a lot, I'd respect that.
For the Jews, we forbade everything with claws, as of cattle and sheep. We forbade them their fat, except what adheres to the backs or the entrails, or what is mixed with bone. This is how we penalize them for their iniquity. We are indeed truthful, so Jews get extra rules. Because fuck Jews, according to the Quran.
What? I don't know what it is about being a Jew, but what a raw deal.
Yeah. Everyone
What a
hates you
bummer.
for some reason. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't understand the anti-Semitism. Whatever.
I don't know. I think, are you familiar with MC Search of the band Third Base?
No.
Oh man, he was the host of the White Rapper show on VH1, maybe MTV back in the day. He's one of the first white rappers from Brooklyn. Do you know MC Hammer put a hit out on him once? That's a real story.
The fact that MC Hammer at any point in his career had a contact for a hitman impresses me.
MC Hammer went through a little known, mostly forgotten. He did, Hammer Time, where he was like, oh, and he's doing things like Taco Bell commercials and shit.
Yeah.
And then, like 92 or something like that, like NWA and like gangster rap became like really popular. So he goes, okay, and then he literally puts a Falcons jersey on, like a loose cap, like a beanie, and he starts saying he's like an OG, and nobody bought it, and everyone's like, MC Hammer, you're not. And then he calls a hit out on band the Third Base, whose I don't know, their seminal hits are like Pop Goes the Weasel. which was number 1 in 1991 or something like that. Why do I know so much about Third Base and MC Hammer? I don't know.
Did you know that Vanilla Ice, after his career went down the tubes, because he is in fact...
Pop Goes the Weasel is about Vanilla Ice.
I didn't know that.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway,
The
so...
video has him in the hair and...
Vanilla Ice, a.k.a. whatever his real name is.
I thought you were gonna
Who
know.
the fuck cares? He started losing a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he bought houses and stuff he
Sure.
couldn't afford, assuming he was going to have this continual rise, which of course didn't happen because he's MC Hammer.
No, he's Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla Ice, whatever.
He's the same thing. He's
Yeah.
just white MC Hammer.
So he started having to sell off his houses. He actually discovered he started making a profit by
That's
flipping them.
right. He flips houses now.
So that's what he does. He actually made a bunch of money on that, and like as a living, I want to say MC Hammer again. God damn it!
No, it's white MC. Hammer.
Vanilla Ice flips houses. And
I understand how you could mix them up.
he has a DIY show on the DIY
Yeah, he does.
network.
I guess it's good. I've never seen it.
Good for him for
Oh.
making the best out of a bad situation and turning it around.
Do we know any other 90s rapper trivia? Because we don't really have an endpoint to this. I just brought it up because I thought it was funny.
Run DMC. Do I know anything about Run DMC?
Bald. Rev Run is bald. Hilarious.
Salt and Peppa. One of them is really religious now.
I thought... Oh, yeah, that's right. MC Search from Third Base tried to become a member of the Beastie Boys and failed.
Good. Here I go. Here I go. Here I go again. Girls, what's my weakness?
Me? I don't know.
No, you don't know words?
I don't know my weakness.
No, you're supposed to say men. Okay,
Oh, I was
then.
going to say men.
Yeah.
Oh, well, okay, I was right. Marky Mark.
He punched
It's
an
a
Asian.
good vibe. He did punch an Asian
He punched
person.
an Asian guy in the face and he went blind.
That's right.
Mark Wahlberg, seminal star of
The Happening.
Transformers.
The Happening.
Dark of the Moon. No, that was still a Shia one.
The
Last night.
Oh. The one where he finger bangs Reese Witherspoon on a roller coaster. I think her dad kills him at the end. Are we done? Are we just stopping?
Never Been Kissed?
Does that have Mark Wahlberg in it?
No. Anyway, you can always check us out on Twitter at Papa Bird Jake.
Was that Sandra Bullock?
No.
You can follow him at Hugo Reloaded. Meg Ryan.
You can always... No, that was Drew Barrymore.
Drew Barrymore. Post-Coke Barrymore. You can also donate to the channel and subscribe.
It was David Arquette.
David Arquette. Oh, that's very
That's
different.
who I was thinking of.
Very different.
Yeah.
He was married to the was it Monica on Friends?
Who cares? All right. If you want to help support the show, don't know why you'd want to at this point, you can always support us on Patreon. There's a link in the description. We also have a Discord, very active.
Yep.
Over 2,000 members at this point. Very cool. So
Gotta
check
be close
that
to
out.
25 at this point.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't checked. I don't know where to check the overall numbers.
I think there's a button at the top.
No. Okay. Well, that's it. Until next time. You go. Cron Reloaded.
My reflexes work. How are yours? Nope, dead inside.